to meet you. Perfect.
Okay.
Nice to see you again, Roger. All right. So if that's everybody, let's get started. Maybe give me 30 seconds. Okay. All right. So Adam, if you want to press, I think you're already recording. Great. So Adam, do you want to go ahead and share your screen? What we're gonna do is ask you to walk through or to pitch, as there was the real saying, end to end. And then when you're done, we'll take it from the beginning and we'll tighten the slides and the pitch narrative together.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
As
Oh,
you're
wait.
doing that, give me 30 seconds to run to the loo. We've been back to back since the morning.
Okay, Adam, essentially, we need you to go through your slides, okay, in a pitching format, okay? Ruo Mei, she's a professional MC. She will basically give you pointers on how can you improve upon your presentation and your style, okay?
Okay.
So basically, you need to take her as someone who doesn't know your innovation at all, okay? And you're pitching to the person. So be clear, be confident, okay? And basically, explain or elaborate on the contents of your slide, lah. All right?
All right. I'll try my best.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. This is a practice session. Okay, don't worry.
Okay.
It's good to get an external party like her that totally doesn't know about your innovation at all to give feedback. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
Romy, you can do what you will with my team.
With permission from you, Roger. Okay. See me as a litmus test, right? Because you're just speaking to a diverse audience for the investment panel. So let's see how much we get in the first listen. Thank you. Okay, over to you, Adam. I'm going to also time you to see how close to 10 minutes we are of the current.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Ready whenever you are. Yes.
Okay. I'm ready. Okay. Let me introduce myself. My name is Adam, and I'm one of Indonesian startup that joined this NUSGRIP program. So we are integrated farming. My team is biotech startup that focus on enhance farmers' productivity, and we also want to solve one of our biggest problem, that is waste. So we also promote organic. We also promote circular economy, green economy. Okay, so what we have here is the problem is we human produce waste every day. 150 million tons of organic waste produced in Southeast Asia annually, and most of them are only dumped in the landfills. So in my city also, my city produce about maybe 100 tons every day, and we need to buy more land every year because uh, we fulfill the we only dump the waste into the landfill but not process it. So what we lack here as a human is we need to we need to process this waste. We need to make this waste to be more productive. We need to make. I think as our team think that the landfill, the organic waste also has nutrients and have maybe CO and CO organics and macronutrients that can also use for the farmers. So and also we have the second problem, the damaged soil due to chemical fertilizer. So chemical fertilizer is make good for the farmers because it can instantly boost the productivity, but in long term they destroy the soil because of they break the natural cycle. Actually, to grow a better plant, we need collaborate with bacteria. So the chemical fertilizer shifts the bacteria to that instantly going through the root, and the bacteria slowly die. That's the problem of the soil because healthy soil is contains a lot of bacteria. So in long terms, it will make the soil die and cannot make a good plant. And this is our solution. We use agricultural residue, hotel and also restaurant residue, and beneficial microbes, and using black soldier fly larvae as tools to convert this organic waste into organic fertilizer that do not harm the soil. So we want to solve the organic waste problem. We convert it and we use as nutrients for the farming for the farm. And also we can also produce high protein for the chicken feed and solid and liquid fertilizer. 20% for the liquid fertilizer from the secretion of the larvae, and the 50% fresh from the larvae into solid fertilizer, and the rest is chicken feed, maybe 10 until 15%. So this is our IP, or why we can make here. Actually, I've worked for the government, and we develop organic waste processing, and this is my already modified system that can integrated with chicken farm actually, and we can make fertilizer in my place. We can process 2 tons waste per day and convert it into 100 or maybe 200 of liters of liquid fertilizer, and five sorry 500 solid fertilizer, and the rest is the larvae itself. It will be as protein for our chicken coop. And this is our product, the liquid fertilizer and the solid fertilizer. That our product is contains a lot of bacteria and also organic matters that benefit the plant growth. So our unique selling point is we can make the fertilizer cheaper, and also we can produce a lot of them by and also promote the sustainability. So we see that in Indonesia itself, it is agriculture country. So we have a lot of farmers, and the market itself maybe around 4.5 million USD. And we want to launch in Indonesia, and my city in Central Java. We want to start from that. We want to start to serve farmers around Central Java, and we want expand in Java and maybe Kalimantan and Sulawesi. And also we want to expand in Southeast Asia like Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, and Indonesia. USD 14 millions is we want to achieve that. It's around 0.2% of the market in Southeast Asia, and in the world itself, all of the organic fertilizer market is 8.3 billion dollars, USD dollars. So what is the competitive analysis? Actually, our integrated farming organic fertilizer, we have a lower price because we have very cheap materials. We didn't buy the waste. We convert waste free. The local government send us the already separated from the unorganic waste into our facility, because they need to convert as much as possible. So they send us free. So we convert it, and we also using cheap material. So the price is low, and we have rich in NPK nutrients. And if we can develop a lot of we can franchise this, we can have a good availability. So the Indonesian farmers problem is hard to buy NPK, hard to buy urea. So we need to make this product is available to the farmers. So the availability is very good compared to others, and soil friendly, because we promote sustainability and circular economy. And we promote a local government project to make more soil organic. So actually, in Indonesia next year will be triple our program in subsidized organic fertilizer. We need to join that and help farmer get cheap and easy fertilizer. So this is our business model. We want to sell to this product to the distributors, so it can be more scalable to develop if we can sell the fertilizer to the distributor. So the organic waste supplier is our local government and also local farmers that has agricultural residue, and the raw material supplier is also locals. We need ash and so on. So we process in our site and sell it to the distributors. The distributors will sell to the farmers. So by developing this, we have projection here. So I think we can in one site we can maximum we can convert 10 tons of waste, 10 ton of waste every day to organic fertilizer, liquid and solid one. And if we can sell from 100 until 1,000, so if we convert 10 tons of organic waste, we can produce at least 200 liters of liquid organic fertilizer. And if we start from by selling 100 every month in January 2025, and we add 20% of that. So in the first month, 100, and the second month, 120, and the third month, 145, 44 liquid fertilizer that sold. We can make Indonesian 1 million rupiah in a month in May or June in 2029. And our milestone, we want to sell 30 our production in production set. We want to produce 30 tons per month solid fertilizer first.
Okay, Adam, let's skip this.
Okay.
Move on.
Okay, this is our 5 years milestone. We want to build new facility in our third year, and also launch another product and launch a system,
Okay, good.
integrated system.
Okay, got
And
it.
this is our production plant,
Mm.
and this is our team. So MSF as CEO, and Ilham as CMO, Ahmad CPO, and advisor from Universitas Indonesia, Dr. Ibnu, and from Singapore, our local director, Mr. Fadli, and from Indonesian big fertilizer company, Mr. Mulyono, that already play this business for about 30 years as our advisor too. So we want to solve to help farmers to enhance their productivity to our waste to product systems, and also we want to promote sustainability and also circular economy. That's all from me and my team. Thanks from from helping us in this session.
Okay, thank you. So I hear that you're not going to be part of the investment panel pitch. This is more to prepare you for other, say, investment pitches, right? Outside
Yeah.
with VCs. Okay, so time check, even with skipping some slides, it was already close to 12 minutes. All right.
Okay.
And you know that VC's attention span. So think about, I want you to imagine that VCs are there, they need to get the big picture and be excited by the potential. So a lot of the operational details, you can get into it later when they ask you questions, right? That's what your appendix slides are for. So we're going to take it from the very beginning. Okay, so it's good that you are very detailed, but I think you were too detailed. So even for the first slide, you spend a lot of time, right? There's a lot of like, oh, we are integrated. You can just say, hi, my name is Adam. I'm co-founder of Integrated Farming. We're a startup from Indonesia, and we're here to tackle a very big dual problem of waste and the need for more arable agricultural land or more fertile agricultural land. So what are the two big problems we're here to solve? Slide 2. That's it, like so super short, because people, you need to seize the opportunity for a strong first impression. Right, so once again, my name is Adam. I'm co-founder of Integrated Farming. We're a startup from Indonesia, and we are here to solve two very big problems. The first problem is one of waste. Now, you and I know that we have a huge and growing waste issue. In fact, in Southeast Asia alone, we generate 150 million tons of organic waste. This is the equivalent of how many football fields? And as you know, most of this waste land up in our landfills and our rivers, causing massive pollution. Very soon, we'll run out of even spaces to contain all of the wastage. Right? So on the other hand, slide 3, on the other hand, so maybe here you can even talk about food scarcity. On the other hand, the global population is booming, and then you can maybe even cite some stats about food scarcity, right?
Yeah.
Concerns about food
That's true.
scarcity is rising. And a lot of that is due to the fact that we have limited arable land. A lot of the soil in the long term has now been damaged due to years and decades of using chemical fertilizers, which has short-term gain, but damages the fertility of the soil in the long term. So we thought, is there a way to marry these two very big problems together? Solve the waste problem and solve the fertile soil problem all at once. At integrated farming, we believe that we have found the answer, right? So what we do is essentially we take this large amount of organic waste that has nowhere to go, we put it through our BSF, black soldier fly larvae processing facility, and it essentially ends up as solid liquid fertilizer, and whatever the waste byproduct ends up as chicken feed. So essentially zero waste by the time we are done with it. Right? So maybe at the bottom you can even put zero waste.
Okay, zero waste. Okay.
So essentially, I like your first few slides. I think they're very clean, but I think the narrative, you need to bring out the key highlights of each of the slides. Yeah. I'll tighten the headlines with you later, but I just want to walk through the narrative first. Then over here, can I ask you, Adam, what is the key thing that you want to say from this? This is a bit like a technical blueprint kind of slide.
Yeah.
What's the
Actually,
key point of this slide?
so we want to share that we have this IP as our system that also our unique selling point too. We can make this franchise this because we have the system. We already uh, maybe developed the so actually uh, we can throw the organic waste here, and also we can collect the pupa from the larvae here. So this kind of different from others company that also develop black soldier fly. That
Yeah, so this is great because it helps me answer the bigger question of like there are other BSF facilities out there. Why is yours so special, right?
yeah.
So can you put present mode for me, please?
Wait,
Just want to look at the diagram.
what?
Can you put it into present mode so that I
Oh,
can look
present
at the diagram? Yeah. So that it's bigger. Just need
present
you to
mode.
share, yeah, present mode for that slide. Yeah, this slide. If you put present.
Wait. Annotate or
No, at the
oh,
top, just press present.
present this.
Yes, I want it to be bigger because right now it's in the outline form. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so I think the key thing that you want to say is it that, okay, so if someone were to ask you, what is it that makes your black soldier fly processing unique or superior in the benefits? Would you say it is the mechanical design of the process or something else
Yes.
you're doing in the way you process BSF?
Yeah. The system itself because we also filter the uh, liquid one because other company did not
Mm.
make the liquid because they don't know how to separate the liquid and the solid. So that's the difference. We filter the drainage pipe for the liquid fertilizer storage we have here. So that's very different with others
How
company.
did the rest do it?
They do just make a cube from concrete, and they just make it
So are
what do you
you
call it?
saying that the rest can only generate, say, solid fertilizers?
Yeah,
Everything
the
else
solid
goes to
fertilizer,
waste.
the frost only. Yeah,
Okay. So they only have the frass from these. So they basically only generate solid fertilizer and everything else actually still ends up as waste.
yeah,
Okay. So your particular mechanical design over here, your product design allows you to not only produce the product or the physical fertilizer, but with this drainage pipe and the flow, it also allows for liquid fertilizer to be extracted.
yeah. To be extracted, yeah, they cannot
Okay.
extract it
And
actually.
then obviously you have a third byproduct, which then goes into chicken feed, right? Which ends up in your zero waste. But you would
Yeah,
say the key breakthrough is the fact that you can extract liquid fertilizer. Is that right?
yeah, it's a yeah, right, right.
And what percentage is that? Like, so right now, if you think about your
20,
product, sorry,
20%, 20%.
and it's liquid.
The
Okay,
liquid one is 20% from this waste.
good. Which means that the rest are generating 20% more waste than you, right? Because they can't extract the liquid. Is that right?
No, no. Other is like just make it in Indonesian menguap. What evaporate?
Say that
Is it
again.
evaporate? I don't know in English.
Evaporates.
Yeah,
Oh, so it just evaporates.
yeah. It just evaporates.
Okay.
Cannot to be extracted.
Okay, I hear you. Okay, so then, and how important is the left-hand side? The roof, the black sunlight, the reactor, because that sounds more like mechanical product design.
Yeah.
Necessary?
Actually, very necessary in because cultivating black soldier fly is quite hard. So we need make a compact and simple design to make but also can maximize the productivity of BSF itself.
Okay, so on the left-hand side, you want to emphasize that the compact design allows you to perhaps maximize the number of BSF
Yeah,
processes that you can have in a single facility. Is that what you're trying to say?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
right.
so what I need you to show is that there's two things, right? So already because this is a very crowded slide, you may want to consider breaking this into two slides. So imagine that your left-hand side graphic on the right-hand side. So imagine you put just let me type it out. So for example, your left-hand side, you have your left kind of like the roof graphic, right? Right. And then on the right, you put bullet points. Like key points would be that you can put, for example, compact design, right? Compact design and then allows for maximization, like something like allows for packing of or allows for optimal
Yeah,
factory space usage to
yes,
maximize like a number of BSF processes, right? Hence multiple kind of like uh optimal like or maximal production efficiency, something like
yeah,
that, right? So,
right, right.
okay, so you have to tell people the so what. Like, so if I see this design, I have no idea what you're trying to say. But now if I see you see that, take a look at our design. It's designed to be extremely compact, vertical. What this means is that we can now pack like 5 times. Maybe you can see like allows us to pack like 5 times more, whatever, like X number of this
Okay,
compact design allows us to pack 5 times more in the same amount of factory space than our competitors, which allows us to maximize our production efficiency. That's the left-hand diagram. Then you have a next slide, right? Which is the right hand. No, sorry. Create a new slide.
okay.
Okay, so Adam, do me a favor. Exit this view.
Exit this view.
Yep, exit this view. Go back into the editable version so that you don't forget. Okay, good. Now I want you to create a slide, correct? So create a blank slide after this. Yes. And now I want you to take the right-hand side graphic to put it onto your new slide 6. Exactly. Okay, now flush it to the left over here. And then what you want to say about this is that our unique or patented, is this patented, this design?
Yes, already patented in industrial design in Indonesia. As
Great.
in,
So, right, so patented. So I saw that you had the industrial patent. Does it apply to both sides, both diagrams, or only one
yeah,
of them?
yeah, yeah. It is the same. The same. So
Okay,
this one is the
Right, so just bring back the
Please.
patent number again as well. Just bring back the IP number. The same thing. Great. Put it also on slide 6. Copy and paste on slide 6 under the diagram. Great. On the right-hand side bullets, what we're going to say about this are along the lines of like patented technology allows us to, so not this liquid and solid biofertilizers, but patented technology or patented design allows us to extract and allows us to drain and separate. So maybe drain, separate, and convert into liquid fertilizers.
Also, oh,
So the bullet point on this is just could be
okay.
next slide. It would be kind of like, yeah, allows us to kind of drain, maybe to like separate, drain, extract, like, or to what's that? The drain.
Extract
To separate, drain, and extract liquid, separate, drain, and convert into liquid fertilizer for commercial usage. And then you can even put a sub-point, it's like versus like others who, and then you can maybe verbalize that unlike competitors who are not able to extract it, unlike competitors, it could be like unlike competitors who can only convert into physical fertilizer. So they're not utilizing all of the waste that's coming through.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what.
So that has to come out. Okay, so you hear that. So really in these 2 slides, this is essentially your USP, your secret, essentially both your defensibility, your secret sauce, as well as one of the key selling points that you have. Okay, then
Yes.
let's go to slide 7. Liquid and solid biofertilizers. Okay, this is kind of the product, right? What you
Yeah,
end.
we just want to show the products.
What about the chicken feed that you mentioned earlier?
Because we don't process
You
the
don't
chicken.
sell those, right?
Yeah, we don't sell. No, on we don't sell, and we just throw it away to the chicken. So we didn't process anything from the larvae. So that's why we didn't put here.
Okay. So then you say you end up with solid. So the 2 key products would
Yeah,
be
two key products.
solid fertilizer and liquid fertilizer. And what do you think besides obviously waste conversion? Do they serve different benefits, liquid and solid, or does it make it more easy for so different purposes, like more versatile in their use cases? Like meaning, are there situations where farmers would find it more convenient to use liquid as opposed to solid, for example?
In Indonesia, they more using the solid fertilizer because the liquid is kind of new for them. So actually, the more margin is in liquid fertilizer because we can develop the product very cheap, but contains a lot of bacteria, good bacteria for them. But I think in several years, they change they shift to the liquid one, but now on they use the solid fertilizer. Most of them.
So my question is, so right now all of them just use solid, right? Because liquid
Yeah.
is still available. Now that liquid is available, does it help them to do a different job better? So for example, does liquid give certain other benefits that solid doesn't have, whether in the convenience of application, portability, or maybe even containing some microorganisms that are different from what can be found in solid? So are there agricultural benefits or are there user convenience benefits?
For the bacteria itself, liquid contains more bacteria than solid fertilizer.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. The liquid focus on the beneficial microorganism, but the solid focus on the nutrients, NPK and urea. That's the
Ah,
differences actually.
okay. So why don't you talk about like maybe then let's talk about solid. So let's say you have your solid and then you say this is like nutrients, like dense, and then uric, right? Acid. And then now you have liquid, which is like more microorganisms, right? For plant growth. And then maybe also more like portable, like easy to apply, right?
Yes,
And
easy to
short,
apply
right? So then in
also.
short, you can say kind of like versatile application
Uh,
and then strengthen. Give me a second. I'll show you what I'm drawing. Strengthen or like dual, multiple benefits, right? For stronger agricultural growth, something like that. Okay. So imagine I'm going to just slightly repackage your slide, okay? Readjust your slide. What you can do is this. Okay. So we will change your headline later as well, but what you want to do is imagine you have your solid first. So right now, many in the industry already use solid fertilizers, which are great. They're nutrient dense, heavy in uric acid, right? Which is important for fertilizing. But more importantly, now they were introducing a new form, which is liquid fertilizer, right? This has the added benefits of being beneficial, like containing beneficial microorganisms for healthier, rapid plant growth. And the liquid form also makes it more portable and like maybe easy to apply,
yeah, easy to yeah.
right? And
Easy
then
to
maybe at
apply
the
to
bottom, yeah,
easy to save because compact. The liquid is more
exactly.
compact.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with
So essentially in
space.
this slide, I want you to show that the fact that you can do solid and liquid means that you give them like versatile application. Right? So it's more portable, it's more compact. They can choose to consume it in liquid or solid, right? So it's very versatile and convenient. So maybe like versatile and convenient in application. So imagine now you had solid, liquid, you had the individual benefits for each in terms of the agriculture and stuff, and then you have like overarching at the bottom to say this allows us to provide through having solid and liquid options. This allows us to provide like versatile and convenient applications, as well as provide for a like multiple benefits, like holistic multiple benefits for better agricultural outcomes. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Versatile, dual use organic fertilizer. And then maybe the headline can be versatile range. Versatile range of fertilizer. Versatile, robust range of fertilizer product options. Suggested headline, but you might not go with this, but it could be something like the headline would be a versatile, robust range of fertilizer product options.
Okay.
For this slide. So remember again at the bottom. So I've typed the headline into the
Okay.
Zoom chat, but at the bottom over here, we want to say that, so overarching benefits of you being able to provide solid and liquid are obviously the versatile and convenient application options, as well as like multiple benefits for stronger agricultural outcomes or for better agricultural outcomes.
Okay.
Yeah, you get that. Great. So good. And then we can talk about, do you already have traction? Have you already sold some of this, or you've gotten, where's your traction?
We can sell the solid fertilizer for about 4 tons per month.
No, do you already, so you're already selling?
Yeah, we already sell it
Do you have a
for
slide on traction? How much
um
is sold,
we
whether in
we
kgs or revenue figures?
we don't have here
But
actually.
do you have it somewhere in your deck?
Yeah, no. We didn't up.
Okay, so create a blank slide. I want you to populate a slide on traction.
Right.
And we won't just call it traction, you can call it like commercial success or like commercial validation. Like commercial validation so far. right? So I'm not sure what the actual commercial validation is. You can even say like sold sold X kgs, right? Or unlock this much in revenue in 6 months, right, of launching. So depending on what your actual validation is, let's give it a headline. So what is your traction actually? Have you sold a significant amount, or have you maybe inked LOIs, letters of interest, or contracts with some big players?
We can sell for tons solid fertilizer, and the liquid one it's hard to sell. Maybe just one or two only at this month. So we want
Have you
to
secured interest? Have you secured interest from significant parties?
yeah we what we do is right now is we come to the farmers, we talk, we offer the product and they can pay after they already harvest. So that
Sorry. I just remembered something that you said earlier, which is that the Indonesia government is interested in giving you the waste for free, right? Because they have a
yeah
waste problem.
yeah because
Okay,
they
great. So then you want to say, where's that? So strong support. So maybe one more slide to perhaps same as traction, right? So kind of like strong support from Indonesian government, like strong
yeah.
support from Indonesia government, and then essentially I want like maybe you can show I don't know whether it's a LOI or something that reflects their willingness to give you their waste for free. So you have strong
Maybe I
support.
can put photos from them, photos from when we put the take and put the waste.
Good. So I want you to put the photo on the left, and then on the right hand side, you put stuff like Indo government, like to supply up to like XX tons of waste for free. So it's essentially having like free inputs, right? Yeah, industrial or raw material input. Because this is significant. Not only does it show you trust, but from a commercial point of view, it also means that your raw material is free. Essentially, you have a steady supply and the raw material is free. And
Yeah,
who's supplying you? The Indonesian government. So for them to pick and work with you, that must suggest that you have a certain credibility behind you. Make sense?
makes sense. Yeah.
Great. So I put that
Okay.
bullet point into the Zoom chat, okay? But I'll send
Okay.
you later as well. Good. Then great. And then on the commercial side of things, can we have the next slide would be how much you have already sold, but I'm not sure how impressive the numbers are. So after
Okay.
this, so this is on the supply side of the waste, right? And
Okay.
then we can maybe talk about like the commercial validation.
How much we can
Like
sell?
how much, not you can, how much have you already sold?
Okay.
Yeah. The you can comes later when we talk about like future expansion plans, go to market, and milestones in the future. You also had pictures of your site. You already have factory production facilities, right?
Yes.
Good. Let's bring the photos here as well. So this is all part of traction. What have you already done so far to inspire trust and credibility? To prove that you're ready, right? You're ready for production. You have like your factors for success already in place. So rather than just calling it production plant, say how many hectares of production facility ready and in
One,
operation?
1 hectare, I think.
Oh, one
One,
hectare.
1 hectare, yeah,
1 hectare. That's
10,000 square meter. But for the facility itself, it's only to I think 1 or 2 hundred, and the rest is lemon and avocado. Uh,
oh, okay. Well, let's not overclaim. Let's talk about how big is the production facility itself for BSF processing.
yeah, only around 100 lah,
100
100 square
square
meter.
meters?
Yeah, square meters.
That's not very big, right? It's quite small, isn't it? I'm just trying to imagine.
Uh, wait. Uh, 12
Okay, so
multiply
maybe,
with
right?
50.
Mm.
12, 50. Yeah. Not
You say
actually
it's big or
not that
small?
not that
Not that
big
big, right?
actually.
Okay, then
Yeah.
let's not mention the size. Then just put like production plant, like production facility, ready and operational.
Yeah.
Or production site, or BSF production, or BSF processing site ready and operational. And then bracket, you can put where? Like bracket Java, right? To make it very realistic.
Okay.
Yeah, Java, Indonesia, of course. So that would be the new heading. Okay. So for the
Okay.
product. Yeah. Oh, no, just the heading. You can just change the heading rather than
Yeah. Maybe I can.
just the heading rather than production plant, you would put like production, like BSF production facility ready and operational, bracket Java, comma Indonesia.
Facility.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically this would tell them, wow, not only do you already have products that you can produce, you've already sold, you have secured strong support on the waste front from the Indonesian government, you already have a production facility that's up and running, right? And it's ready to be deployed. Good. Then we talk about the market stuff. Okay, so rather than having these 4 floating numbers, have you seen the typical Tencent SOM drawings? Can you please draw it like this? Show you. SOM. Okay, can you please draw it like this? Let me just.
Actually, we have a calculation here.
You don't need to show it in the pitch.
Yeah.
This one is if people ask on the back end. You can hide it as an appendix somewhere. But in your pitch, can we go back to your pitch slide?
Oh, yeah. We can
Yeah. So don't do
make.
floating numbers, do this. Okay, then
Okay.
I'll talk about we are obviously targeting SOM eventually with like Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, and Indonesia, but we're starting with Indonesia, right? Which already is worth $4.5 million. And we're starting with like the primary XYZ cities in Indonesia, where there's a huge agricultural demand.
Okay. We will change that later. I know how
Great.
to make this
Can I have your timeline? Can I
timeline.
get slide 16 first?
16.
So 15 you can hide because 15 is very operational. Let me look at slide 16. Okay, great. So you want to increase, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, good. Let's move this slide 16 to after Tencent SOM. Because it makes sense, right? You have now said that we're operating in a very big agricultural market. Eventually, we want to hit the key markets in the region of Vietnam, blah, 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 these different countries. But we're starting with the launch market of Indonesia. Specifically, we will start with Java. And I think, within the next 2 years, we will start from Java to Kalimantan and Papua because, right, these are major agricultural cities that we already have networks and connections to. Additionally, we will. So in this timeline, can you please take out refined product based on first year launch? And then you can take out based on data from the last 3 years for the 2028. Just put launch new fertilizer product. Or maybe launch fertilizer product number 2 or number 3 or something. So we know what number it is in the series, okay? And then the rest is fine. Maybe expand market to Southeast Asia. You can put some of the country flags at the bottom to just remind people of which markets we're talking about again, like Vietnam, Malaysia, and so on. Okay, great. So you want to say that, obviously, blah, 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 very big SOM. Eventually, we're going to start with the launch market in Indonesia, starting with like Java, Kalimantan, and Papua, because these are major agricultural. This accounts for 60% of the agriculture across all of Indonesia, for example. And it's also where we have the strongest industry connections today. Over the next 3 to 5 years, we also plan to add this many more, add 3 more, 2 more BSF facilities, launch 3 more product iterations, and ultimately 6 years from now in 2030, to expand to Southeast Asia and ultimately become an all-integrated farming platform or become the trusted integrated farming and waste management platform in all of Southeast Asia. So you're selling them the vision.
Okay.
Okay. Then we talk about business model, how you make money.
Business model. Okay.
This is competitive. This one to me, right? To me, this slide is more go-to-market. Like, how are you trying to reach your customers? Not so much how are you charging.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how are you charging? Are you selling by consignment? Are you selling by per kg, per unit? Like, how are you selling?
We sell distributor is like wholesaler, so we can sell them a bunch of products that they also sell to
By,
the
by the way, slide 13, just for now, we will address it in a bit. Can you move it to before business model, before Tencent Som? So slide 13 move to before slide 11.
before
13.
13.
Yeah, yes. Move it to before Tencent Som. Okay, great. Come back to slide 14. Okay, so here you can say that we plan to go through a B2B2C model where we'll primarily be, of course, as mentioned, the Indonesia government. So maybe you can put organic waste supplier bracket Indonesia, like Indon government, right? So put
Yeah.
that bracket Indon government. So where the Indon government, so we have a few key partners. First, the Indon government, another small raw material supplier will supply us the organic waste on the back end. We'll process it at our own facility. And then we plan to sell it wholesale to these fertilizer distributors across all of the key markets, who will then reach out to the end consumers. Like we'll charge them, we're planning to charge these fertilizer distributors maybe a wholesale rate, like by kg, or I don't know how you're doing it, consignment basis or wholesale pricing and so on. So just make a mention. So over here, the graphic shows a very clear input and output, like kind of your channels, right? Who are you selling through?
Yeah.
Right? Who's supplying the raw materials, the Indon government and others, who you're selling through these fertilizer distributors. But I also need to hear like how you're charging them. Like at least the mode. Is it through wholesale, consignment, per kg basis, and so on. And then you can even say we are able to charge this at like 30% off the current because we're getting the raw materials for free or because of our highly efficient BSF processing method, which will give us a competitive edge in the market. Does it make sense?
Yeah,
Then
like makes sense.
put you on track to the next slide, which is the revenue projections. Slide 15. Okay, slide 15, you don't have to go on and on. You went there on and on about how much, what you're going to do. They just need to see, in fact, they only need to see your green curve. Because you realize that the yellow and the red mirrors the shape of the green, right? Which is your revenue.
Yeah.
You can hide this. So this one can be an appendix slide if they actually want to look at some of the details along with your Excel. But in the pitch deck, you just want to, rather than call it profit and loss, you can actually say, like, achieve XX million in revenue by whatever year, by 2028.
Okay.
And then I just want to see the revenue numbers. Okay, so I don't need the sub months. I don't need the Jan, Feb, whatever. I just need the year. Essentially, I just need the hockey curve like this.
Only year maybe quarterly Q1, Q2, not.
Let's say 2028, 7, 6, like that. So you just need the hockey curve. How much million? And then on the left side, if you can put it in like millions, and then also put the number over here, because we want to make it really easy for the investors to see. So the purpose of this slide is to paint that we have a large enough revenue viability for it to be worthwhile for them to invest in you. And all the details later, you can just refer to it in an appendix slide when they ask Q&A in your VC meeting or your closed door customer meeting. If you can give a USD equivalent as well, okay? Yeah, because when you put in rupiah, people can't do the conversion in their heads fast enough. Okay, so I would suggest that you put it in USD. You can put bracket idea how much, but definitely have a USD equivalent over there.
Okay, maybe 1 million USD around that.
By when?
By 20, yeah, I mean, this one, 20, 29, 2029.
29? Okay. Then in your hidden slides, just make sure you have a projection for a little further than that as well, maybe like by 2033 and so on. Because to be very honest, 1 mil is not bad for an SME, but for if you're looking to really attract VC investment, then they want to see, okay, 1 mil because you are ramping up, but once you have ramped up, is it exponential, right? Do you earn much, much more beyond that? Because especially
Yeah,
knowing CAPSM storm is significant.
yeah, we only project for until 2029 actually. So
Mm.
yeah, after that we can make it maybe 2040.
Yeah. Because 2029, you just want to factor in, once you multiply it to the other markets beyond Indonesia, do you get more? Once you ramp up, do you get more? So that one is something that you need to calculate on the back end.
Okay.
Yeah. Because just because I'm concerned that 1 mil revenue is not very attractive to VCs.
Yeah, yeah.
It is realistic, but it's not attractive to them. So they need to see, okay, I understand that up to 29, you're just ramping up, right? But what happens after that? Like, do you get a lot more revenue that makes it more worth their while to invest in you? Okay, can we go back to the slides?
Okay.
Okay.
From to facility. This is only from to facilities.
Great. So then in the future, by a certain year, when you have a lot more, 4 or 5 facilities, then our revenue projection should go up as well, right?
Yeah.
And more markets that you're penetrating beyond your primary initial markets. Good. Then team. So height, slide 16, as mentioned, we don't need that. That's more operational. Okay. And then over here, actually, I think you have a pretty decent team, but it's not coming out in the slide. So what I want to hear is the things that you mentioned. So for example, the team, it wouldn't be just meet the team, it would be a strong team of agricultural, commercial, and what kinds of experts? Agricultural, commercial, and how would you describe the expertise in the team?
From myself is system designer actually. I'm system engineer, and my team, two of my team, Ilham and Ahmad, actually come from computer engineering, but focus on digital marketing and
Mm,
uh, focus on product actually. System analyst Ahmad, and my advisor is from bioprocess engineering, Mr.
mm,
No, and Mr. Muleno is a business owner from Turima Group that can produce up to 20 tons per day, 20 tons of solid fertilizer per day. So
mm.
he will be my advisor.
How about like a solid team of agri-tech? Would you say agri-tech or
Yeah,
agribusiness?
agri-tech and biotech, I think.
Agri-tech, agribusiness, and biotech experts, something like that. Or leads, maybe? Leads or experts, something like that.
Can we only um, integrated integrated farming team, integrated farming
No,
agriculture
so if you just
complex.
look at the Zoom chat, I've typed in maybe the headline for the team slide could be a solid team of agribusiness and biotech experts or biotech leads. And then if you can put in some of the, yeah, like key things, like you said, for example, like 30 years of commercial experience in this, something like that. Just like one bullet point, especially for your advisors, who have very solid credentials, right? Because right now, honestly, just by looking at their names, it doesn't tell me how good they are and how they contribute to the team.
Okay.
Yeah. So the things that you said, like the 30 years and so on, just put one, like a very brief mention under the respective name. Yeah. Okay. Thing.
Okay.
Great. And then you end off with your logo and your tagline. So
Okay.
farming, and then what's your tagline? Your vision
Wait.
for your final slide.
For my final slide. Okay. I need to add one more or not?
Do you have a closing slide? What, slide 18?
Oh no, no. This is just our
Yeah, so can you bring copy your first slide? Can we go back to your first slide? Yeah, where you have your logo. Great. This, and then you can bring it to the end.
okay.
So copy this, put it as your closing slide, and then include a QR code so they can be in contact with you. Maybe bring them to your website or something, LinkedIn, wherever you want them to be in touch. No problem, Yish. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you can do this later, but essentially you want to close to say, once again, we're integrated farming and we are passionate and we believe that we have a way to solve very big problems of waste and fertile agricultural land. I think what you need to do is to also highlight your key. I think you may need a key value proposition slide. So if you could just add in one more value, if you go back to the solution part of things.
Solution.
Yeah.
Wait.
So up, okay, wait, pause until after all of these products. Um, before slide 8. Competitive. Can I look at slide okay, great. After slide 7, let's create another slide just to summarize the key value proposition benefits that you create, that you mentioned, that you provide.
Mm.
So this is like your value proposition, your consolidated, like a summary of your key value proposition or benefits. What we give to our customers. Firstly, like as mentioned already, you have like versatility of use options, like of application options, agricultural benefits, I think a versatility of options, more like comprehensive range of agricultural benefits. This has already been covered, but I think the third part is the what's that? The like let's say example, right? 3 times production efficiency with our proprietary like manufacturing process, and then 0 wastage, like 100% of raw material used and converted. Yeah. And then of course the ability to solve major waste, like waste and like agricultural fertility issues, two major problems in one, solving waste and agri-fertility issues, something like that. So it's almost like it is this you review all of this along the way in some of your slides earlier, but imagine like it's just like a quick consolidated slides to say that the benefits we provide are multiple. Not only can our users, our farmers, use across a variety of physical and liquid fertilizer options to achieve a more comprehensive range of benefits, but more critically, because of our proprietary manufacturing process, it gives us up to 3x more production efficiency compared to competitors, but more importantly, generating 0 wastage because we use every part. We use and convert every part of the raw material.
Okay.
And ultimately, this allows us to continue to solve 2 very large problems plaguing the world today, one of waste and the other of needing more land for agricultural purposes, right, that actually work and produce food. right? Then to say, in terms of our traction, we have achieved, we're confident of our success because in terms of traction, we have already achieved principal or in-principle approval or agreement with the Indonesian government to supply us, right? So we have a steady supply of raw materials from the Indonesian government in terms of waste. So that also takes care of the cost issue and availability of inputs. And then we also have certain commercial validation in terms of how much kg and all that we've managed to sell, right? And then I don't know if you need to, the ticks of your yellow graph. I think maybe right now you can just hide it for now.
Sorry, yellow what?
The yellow graph, you have like the
Oh,
benefit, because this would already have come out. No, not this one. The yellow one, the ticks. Yes, that one, the hidden slide before Samsung. The yellow one. Slide 12, I think. It's too small. Yeah. I think this one you hide for now
okay.
because it would have come up in different ways already. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe in your value prop, if you also add in the soil, obviously, comprehensive range of agricultural benefits, that's like organic and soil friendly. Then maybe you can add another one, which is maybe 2B is, sorry, after 2, comprehensive range of agri benefits, like plus soil friendly, right? Non-chemical. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, but I think you can hide this one because the key points would have come out in various parts of your solution pitch so far. Okay, how do you feel about it?
Okay.
What's the flow? Because I think, again, the flow is better, but also you have to be very disciplined about what you say, kind of similar to how I've simulated it for you.
Yeah. I think we need to add what you said before, and for myself is I need to improve my English skill and also how to pitch. That's the problem actually.
Yeah, that's right. So I think for you, it might be useful to start with a very concise script.
Yeah, I need to make some script first
That's
to.
right. So that you don't ramble on to the not so significant details. So again, at the start, you will say, hi, my name is Adam and I represent integrated farming. We're a startup from Indonesia and we're here to solve two very big problems. The first is on waste. As you know, we generate 150 million different tons of waste every single day, and we're quickly running out of landfill and spaces to process this waste. Not to mention pollution of, all this waste getting into rivers and waterways. Second big problem is that on the other hand, as our population explodes to reach this much billion in X number of years, we are quickly running out of arable fertile land. A lot of that is due to long-term use of chemical fertilizers that produce short-term benefits, but eventually depletes the soil, leading to poorer soil quality and poorer ability for yield and crop, like for crop yield. So is it possible for us to marry the two problems and find a solution for both these significant issues? With our method, we believe we can. What we do is we take all these waste materials that are coming in, we put it through our black soldier fly processing facility, and we generate, 50% of this will be used to generate solid waste, solid fertilizer, 25% liquid, and the remaining, they all go in towards chicken feed. So essentially zero waste by the end of the whole supply chain. You might ask, what is so special about BSF processing? There are two parts to that. First, if you take a look at our design, it's extremely compact, which means that we can fit up to how many more times in the same space, same factory or production space compared to our competitors, leading to how much more production output and efficiency. On the other hand, if you take a look at our design, you will see that it's been specially designed to also have a drainage outflow in order to drain, separate, and convert into liquid fertilizers. Now, that is something that our key competitors cannot do today. Essentially, they only produce solid fertilizers, and the rest evaporates and is not usefully converted. So essentially, if you take a look at the end products we produce, it would be solid fertilizers, which are great for uric acid and so on, but also liquid fertilizers, which is a new product in the market, which allows for more microorganisms and biodiversity, which leads to better soil and crop yield, but also is more portable and easy to use. Then maybe you can go into the next value proposition slide. So this versatility of options, so maybe instead of having it at the bottom of the solid and liquid slide, you have it in the value proposition slide. This provides versatility of usage, solid, liquid for different situations and scenario, gives more agricultural nutrients to the land to increase the crop yield. It's obviously soil friendly because it's organic and non-chemical, but more importantly, it also produces zero wastage. At the end of it, we use every single part of the raw material and allows us to have high production efficiency and solve these two major problems using our one solution with integrated farming. Well, so far, we've secured strong support from the Indonesian government, who has agreed to give us the inputs for free and so on. And then you continue the rest of it. But that's how succinct and concise I want you to be. So I'll just give you an example of the pitch. Does that work for you? Like how it locks one to another?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to process what you said. I need to, I need to,
Exactly. And if when you have time, because we didn't have time to look at each of your headlines for the slide, right? So what I mean by headline is don't just call it problem, solution. Give it a key shout out. For example, like waste is mounting, or we are running out, like waste is a growing issue, or we're running out of space to, waste causes major pollution and we're running out of land to process it. Then the second one is food scarcity is on the rise, with arable land becoming, or with soil rapidly becoming depleted. So that's what I mean by headline. Okay.
okay.
So rather than problem as the headline, you'll replace that with the like key shout out. Okay.
Okay.
Great. So I think the recording that you would take and be processed on your own computer after this will help you a lot in the look back.
Yeah, I will.
And then I
Look.
can work closely with Roger and Yitch and the team to kind of like tighten on some of the smaller bits like the headline, the wording, or the formatting and the pictures. But I think what I wanted to get through today was the pitch narrative to make sure that the flow makes sense. We tighten what needs to be said, necessary slides are added and repackaged. Yeah, so that your value proposition is strong. Because previously, for example, your diagrams, it's not clear what was the key message from showing us those drawings and the diagrams. So I think now I'm more comfortable with what we've been able to say and to showcase really what integrated farming does in terms of your USP and UVP.
Okay.
Great. Thank you so much. I'm aware of time. Sorry for overrunning, but one
Yeah.
never enough for deep tech changes.
Yeah. Thank you
But
very
yeah,
much.
Roger.
Yes, thank you for your perspectives. Anyway, each and I will be having a meeting with the team this afternoon to basically see how else we can improve it lah. Yeah.
Yeah, but hopefully this was useful. I mean, take whatever is useful, chuck out whatever you think
Of
is
course, of course. Thank you for different
yeah.
perspective. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
thank
right,
you
thank
so
you,
much.
Chow.
Thank you so much for allowing me to just be part of this process as well. Thank you, Adam, Roger,
Thank you, Romy.
Iham, Janie.
You.
Bye.
Yeah, see you
Yeah.
all. Have a good lunch.
Yeah. See you. See you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.